Hello everyone, it's Chief Wolfie again, here to bring you another review of a story. Fun, right? Anyway, I've been a bit odd over the past few days, what with Easter and all that, but let's not stray into that. What I'm here to do is give you my honest opinion on Fallout Equestria, hence the title. Afterwards, I will need you to request stories for me to review, or I'll choose a few from the fanbase myself. Now let's dive feet first into the review, shall we? Fallout Equestria, if you've joined the fandom, at some point you would have heard of this tale/novel as I call it. Fallout Equestria, like the actual Fallout franchise, is set in after an apocalyptic event, so Equestria is the new Washington DC from Fallout 3. And like the first one, and Fallout 3, like the first Fallout and Fallout 3, it goes on the point of view as a vault dweller, or, in the story's case, a stable dweller. First will be the writing, which I find to be a bit of a pet peeve with this fanfiction. Fallout Equestria is 40, maybe even 50 odd chapters, so there's a lot of adventures between the main crew of characters. Unlike many fanfictions I've seen, it has well pieced together detail in it. This can be a problem in some ways. If you have a couple thousand word chapters in a fanfic, then good for you. If you go on to read this, however, you're going to be sitting there for 30 minutes to read through it. Double that if you're reviewing it / doing a dramatic reading of it. The writing, as marvellous as it is, will receive no more than a 7 out of 10. Plot-wise, however, it has good promise. The story tells of this radioactive wasteland in which the main protagonist can roam freely. However, it seems to have sort of a linear base the actual game itself. If you've never played the Fallout games, you wouldn't know that aside from the actual main quests, there are the side quests. This ties in with the writing a small bit. The plot for each side quest sometimes can be a bit linear like Fallout 3, but the author tries to make it unique. However, tying in with writing, you'll expect it to be big due to detail. Plot line of the main quest, however, is pretty good, readable and clear. I'd say the plot line for Fallout Equestria gets a 9 out of 10. Now finally, we start analysing the characters. In the fanfiction, there are so many OCs and only a few non-OC characters from the show. So, the story shows the point of view of Little Pip, a stable tech vault pit book engineer. Really? The author could have been a bit more creative, saying that instead of being raised inside the stable, she could have been raised outside the stable instead. But no, he/she goes to the standards vault / stable dweller. Characters, however, like Velvet Remedy, Calamity, Steel Who's / Apple Snack, Zenith, Homage, and Derpy, being Sprite I can't speak, each have different character, which makes them non-linear. Let's take Steel Hooves for example, my favourite character from the actual thing. Steel Hooves is, and always will be, the equivalent to the Wasteland's very own Brotherhood of Steel, which, to all who do not know, they are a group of soldiers whose goal is to harvest all advanced tech of the old world, and later becomes the equivalent to the Brotherhood Outcasts. The story behind Steel Hooves is interesting, so being that I actually want to read on and find more on about him. The other characters don't follow this simple, basic linear design like Fallout. No, the author experiments and uses different strategies. However, it would have been fun to find a bit more information on Homage, Steel Hooves / Apple Snack, his old name was Apple Snack, and even a backstory on Red Eye, the antagonist of the story, or the main antagonist of the story. So, all in all, the fanfiction for characters receives no more than an 8 out of 10. It would have gotten more, but there are a few personal dates with characters, and I don't want to bore you about. Overall, the final verdict for Fallout Equestria is 24 out of 30, which is epic. Fallout Equestria, despite the personal and evident doubts, is a story which is worth a read. And if I was going up to a Fallout nerd and show him this, I would probably say it's one of the greatest things aside from playing the game. There is even another out of several thousand Fallout Equestria stories, another one which I will review, and that is Fallout Equestria Project Horizons when it's finished. However, I will review any others I can find. So, send me a message with the link of the story you would wish for me to review, or a simple link, send me the links to, if you have a fanfiction account, send it to me on fanfiction. My name is Chief Wolfie, and I'll put a link in the description below. My Facebook, you can link it to me there, which no one ever does, because it's really just a place where I can just update, really. And send me a message here with a link of the story. And I suppose that is it, everyone. This is Chief Wolfie signing out. Hope you have a lovely day. Oh, and just what I want to say, happy belated Easter.